또 해 딱 오늘부터 난 Yes I'm your lady 감췄던 내 진심을 이제 고백할래 도도한 컨셉 따위 오늘만 버릴래
All right, we are back, guys. OGN Champion Summer Expression getting the MVP, 10-5-13 on Renekton. Had some great dive later in the game. Did very well.
Gets a double-double, too. This is what we
does.
call double-digit kills and assists.
Yep.
One of the most coveted stats in League of Legends.
A little bit easier to get in a 60-minute game, but
That's true.
that's true. Yeah. Big thanks to, shout out to Dr. Hova and Adam Downer 3 on Twitter who Photoshop Rainbow Bright into our picture. So it fit perfectly. That actually was scary.
That's right. Thank you very much.
But that's just the kind of talent that the fans of OGN Champions have.
That's right. The OGN Legion.
OGN Legion is just bursting with talent, man.
That's right.
That's right. It's not surprising at all. It's just amazing.
Of course. And now we're going to go into game 2. It will be CTU against Najin Blacksword. Once again, Najin Blacksword. I mean, the last game. Don't recommend that one to your friends.
Well, not unless they have a lot of time on their hands.
That's right.
And they like pauses.
And there's a lot of sloppy play. I was not very impressed with Najin Sword's composition, although they did prove me wrong and win a game with Lee Sin. So
that was a game that was won with Lee Sin, Syndra, and Draven. They took all the champions. Well, it's weird. It was Twilight Zone material right there.
But CTU played that very well, and they kept it competitive. But you could see by the end that Najin Sword's veteran mindset really winning out there. But we're in Champ Select.
All right, that's right. Here we go, guys. Picks and bans for the final game of the night. Najin Blacksword versus CTU. Seeing if CTU can tie it up. And what will the picks and bans be? There we go. Now the champions are in. Immediate Jax ban. Immediate Jace ban.
The Jax ban is a little strange because they did keep No Named under wraps, and actually that was probably the biggest factor in Najin Blacksword's win, because if Jax had gotten out of control, if they hadn't done such a good job of keeping him under-farmed and under-killed early, he would have been able to carry a lot harder earlier than he was, and they probably would have been able to press that advantage for a win. But so just not even messing with it. They're also going to ban out Rise. No surprise there. And the mandatory Twisted Fate ban on the red side coming through.
Indeed. Waiting for that final ban from Najin's Sword. And there's the Kennen ban. Okay, so a little bit worried about No Named on Kennen. Trying to remove a little bit of that big AoE comp potential. And there's the Elise ban as well. So pretty standard stuff across the board, aside from the Jax ban.
Well, the Evelyn for Watch does get through, and there he's going to take it. There he is. That's his smile. He's like, yes, you have sealed your own doom. That is what Watch is thinking right now.
Quite potentially. Well, they may get Thresh for a Wolf again. Oh, no, they may take Lee Sin away from Watch, which is, according to Monte Cristo, not that bad. For Sword, that's actually a good thing.
Well, we do see occasionally mid lane Evelyn still, but with the way that I've seen Najin Sword playing in MLB, this is probably going to be for Watch. But Song, you can never count it out, because Song has been traditionally a very prominent mid lane Evelyn player.
Yeah, exactly.
It's historically for the
team. Just don't know where it's going to go.
And the Braven, well, if they're going for a more early game composition with a lot of damage from Evelyn, this makes a lot more sense to me than what we were seeing in the last game.
That's true. There's a lot of chase going on with that. And if you add on Nami Q, all right.
Welcome to the League of Braven.
The League of Braven. Make a play, the prey.
That's right.
See if you can. Oh, Kha'Zix. Haven't seen him in a little while.
Okay.
Might see him today.
changes to Kha'Zix. He's actually very strong as a top laner right now, but the changes in 3.8 actually did a lot for him, interestingly.
Why don't we go over those quickly?
Well, I mean, evolving Q first now is really good for all-ins in top lane. He's quite strong. He loses some wave clear and he's more vulnerable to 2v1s, but
No way.
no prey.
No song. What? That doesn't make sense. Are we gonna actually see Cinder 2 games in a row?
But this comp makes more sense to me because they have a lot of burst here between Evelynn and Draven and Syndra. And they have a good lockdown as well.
Yeah, the Zac, I mean, that helps it out quite a bit too. It's actually really scary. See if they stick with it.
Yeah, especially maybe rocking the top lane Zac right there, taking that champion. We'll see if he can get as good of engages as Raccoon had in the last game.
They'll lock it in. Interesting. Interesting stuff from Najin Sword as usual. And on the CTU side, one more pickup. We'll see who they want to put in the mid lane. And Fizz, I would be pretty surprised. But then again, this is Champions, so.
Well, they want to go for the early kills and shut down Song early.
Oh, that's a very good point. Oh, Gragas, so Mima.
Yeah, that is.
It's a great choice.
It's a Mima special, and also the scattering about it, or with explosive cast when you scatter the enemy team.
Yeah.
It's really good for Vayne, right? And Lee Sin, because it allows you to bust up a big team fight.
Lets you hunt people down,
and hunt people down and roll them up one by one. So Gragas and Vayne, a strong team fighting combination. I'm liking it so far. I mean, I think CTU is pretty straightforward in terms of composition, and so is Najin Blacksword. Just that burst coming out of him this game. I think that this is a much better composition. You have multiple ways to engage now from Najin Blacksword. You have Zac coming over the top with Elastic Slingshot. You have Evelynn flanking from the side. And it's going to create very chaotic team fights and very difficult target calling for CTU.
Well, we'll see if they can handle it. Expression on Zac. No named on Shen up in the top lane. In the jungle, we have Watch on Evelynn. Raccoon playing Lee Sin. The old Lee Sin switcheroo.
That's what we call it here.
That's right.
In Korea.
Down in mid lane, we've got Song on Syndra. Going up against Mima, playing his favorite Gragas. Not saying that he's got multiple Gragases and he's choosing this one as his favorite, but that his favorite champion is Gragas. There you go. Felt I needed to explain that. Why not? At AD carry, we have Riris on Vayne, Prey on Draven. The Praven coming in yet again. See if he can create some good highlights for us. Wolf playing Thresh and Kane on Nami. Really happy about so much more Nami this season. And here we go, guys. Champions Summer, the final game of day number 1 starting right now. Sword versus CTU. Can CTU tie it up, force a 1-1, or will Sword take the 2-0? We're moving into the game in just a second. Let's go. Because summertime is the time to get tattoos.
While naked and standing in fire.
Indeed. Group B, set 2, Najin Blacksword rather, versus CTU, Cheonam Techno University.
Yeah, guys, remember, this is a college team.
That's right.
They have some other ex-pros in there that don't go to the school, but I'm pretty sure no-name Riris and Raccoon will actually go to the university.
Yeah, I would agree. As well, they had public tryouts, and that's where Raccoon and a no-name supposedly came from, according to our sheet here. Yep. And an invade from CTU. They want that blue buff, but they also want to maybe pick up a kill. We'll see if they can. As far as their level 1 goes, what do you think? I mean, they've got the wrap up with Wolf, but Wolf's not there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, they can pretty safely disengage from this, though, and they'll be able to see it coming while they're in the brush as well. So both teams kind of just sticking to their guns, staying close in. So there's not a lot of information, but Wolf very diligently warding the buffs right now because there's only one possibility left if they're not at their own red buff, which is at the red buff of CTU. And so they're going to very carefully check that with Mima and Wolf right here.
Yeah.
All right, well, especially coming up around the side, though. Oh, he might walk into this brush.
He may do that. Up in the top, up in the top.
There's definitely fighting going on up there.
And we're not seeing it right now. There we go. Expression taking a bit of damage. It's been a long day. Our observer's starting to fall asleep too. Can't blame him.
Yeah, there we go. A little harassment down onto Song right now, but not too much. And that'll be a blue buff steal, but in response, Black Sword will just go up to the blue buff. But this will be seen now. The question is, will they collapse? The thing is that they've got the 2v1 in the bottom lane right now, so a little bit of a manpower advantage, and yeah, they won't contest. Watch will just take it. But
why not?
Here's the deal. If you are on red side, you send your 2v1 up into the top lane, take blue and then take red. You have a very quick gank if you want it, but they're not going to take it. They're just going to recall, so no real advantage gained right there. As Najin Blacksword responding quite appropriately given the situation. And
you know, I almost feel like we're going to see a little bit of a passive early game just because both teams kind of need a breather, you know? After that crazy game one, that marathon session game one. Both teams mentally are going to be a little bit frazzled, but, you know, now we really get to see the mettle of CTU. You know, are they going to collapse under the pressure, or are they going to be able to stick with it and be competitive in game number 2?
Now, Rearus and Wolf have amassed quite a minion wave up here, actually.
Oh, they catch Expression. Nice play there. Can they get that first blood? Expression very low. He's still got his passive, too.
But what they're doing is they're distracting Watch, and this is so important because if you can stall out an Eve jungle's early game, you eliminate so much of her power.
Oh, Mima getting stunned, taking a little bit of hit.
Yeah, he's okay though, but they force this Evelynn. This is exactly what you want to do. You want to get this Evelynn into lane so you can see her, so you don't have to be scared, so you don't have to spend so much gold on these vision wards.
Yeah.
And really, you know, Raccoon coming down there into the bottom lane as well, but Prey and Kane not having the same number of minions, and that really affected the way that that push went down, because even though we're dealing with not really a long-range AD carry right there from either team, you still have to consider how you push the lane in that 2v1. Do you want to push it faster in order to force the jungler to come into that bottom lane, or to force the jungler into a 3v1 situation on the other side of the map?
Yeah.
And Wolfman, he's just hitting these death sentences on Expression. They're really taking their toll.
Well, we already knew Wolf was a pretty scary Thresh player, and he hasn't missed a beat, it looks like.
So with the slower push, with the larger minion wave, CTU doing a great job of putting that early pressure down.
Yeah.
And also getting some good catches onto Expression early to make him a little more reluctant. Meanwhile, No Named still has a pot left and is at full health with this Doran's shield.
Yeah, and his turret hasn't taken any damage yet, too, so not doing bad at all in that 1v2. Well, Expression continuing to try to hold that top lane as best he can. A little bit of damage put on it, but not a whole lot just yet.
So here comes Raccoon just for reinforcements.
Yeah.
There are a fair number of caster minions, but not too many for Najin Blacksword right now. And CTU really changed this up. Oh, he caught another death sentence. Third one that we've even seen.
Yeah. Watch there for a little bit of counter damage.
Wow, Wolf is really abusing Thresh in this lane. He's doing an excellent job of landing his abilities and getting those free autos in for Rearus.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Gotta be bloodthirsty.
Oh, here we go, another push.
Yeah.
Zach is still there. Oh, they're trying to engage. They're engaging in top lane.
Yep, that's right. They're trying to go in. Watch trying to do some damage onto Wolf. Rearus kiting back as best he can, putting some hits onto Watch as well. The exhaust goes down to save a Wolf. And Watch taking some hits. Expression very low. There's the flash from Rearus. Oh, he takes a turret hit. Can't make it out. First blood goes to Expression. Way too aggressive there by Rearus. Even the Thresh Lantern, not enough.
And really, the first blood wasn't worth it right there, because before that turret dive happened, before that flash forward, they could have just pushed him out of lane and taken the turret.
Yeah.
And now it's a really awkward situation for his teammates in the bottom lane.
CTU's got that raw talent, but I feel like we really saw a rookie mistake there, and I mean, that's to be expected with teams like this that are so new, but in this scenario, it's going to cost him.
It really takes a lot of discipline to know where the advantage is right there.
Yeah.
And just by having...
Oh, nice! Hit Song back with the ultimate. Song having to flash over the wall. Ignite going down, a flash from Mima. Can he finish him off? He will! Nice headbutt from Mima. Headbutting Song into the afterlife.
That's right, body slamming him into submission, just like
That's
a great pro wrestler. But here we go. Prey gets knocked out of the fight right there by Raccoon's Dragon Rage. They're still trying to follow it up.
Not since, oh, they do catch that Warp Prism onto No Name.
Aqua Prism.
Aqua Prism, Warp Prism. I have actually been, you know, when you hit like hour 4 and 5 for casting, that's when it really starts to go, and that's true.
All right, well, the harass still going down, but CTU blowing their window to take down the top turret. But yeah, I mean, it can be tempting to go for those kills, but it's just having the presence of mind to know what is good for your team and in the long run.
Yeah.
And so they just had Expression on the ropes, and giving him that first blood means that he now has a substantial advantage over his top lane opponent, No Name, in terms of gold as well.
I just want to say for the record, too, I fully support Nami getting a Warp Prism ability. She could bring some Zealots in the bot lane. That would be pretty strong, man.
It would be. Just backdoor the Nexus with some Zealots.
It's not bad.
Okay, well, there's a attempt. Prey gets caught in turret range.
Yeah, the counter engage from Tidal Wave, but it may not save him. No, Prey not making out of that one. A lot of damage onto No Name. Kane going in for the counter kill. Wolf taking a lot of damage at the top lane now. Riris, good condemn, pushing back.
No.
Evelyn.
There was nearly a kill there. Elastic slingshot coming in, so he did manage to get behind a Wolf. But Mimo with the roaming doesn't have much mana though, and he's trying to actually just burst out. There's Song. He's coming up right now, trying to get some damage down. Expression manages to reform and flash out, and he'll live.
Ultimate on a No Named even, yeah. You know, it was so close. No Named and Riris were so close right there. I wonder if he tried to click on Riris and mess it up just a little bit.
But right there, Wolf dies, but they can't quite get the kill onto Expression.
Yeah. What a crazy game already.
Okay, well, back to business as usual up in the top lane.
Yeah.
And Najin Sword avoiding that turret going down again and actually picking up the kill advantage in that situation. Raccoon looking to come from behind. You can see a few vision wards going down around mid lane. Just making sure that there aren't any vision wards from CTU right there in order to catch watch out.
Yeah. I gotta say, Song has got some of the best Cinder play that I think we've seen in Champions, which is not a huge shock considering the caliber of Song as a player, but
oh, but Easy Hoon, of course, the one and only Champions Syndra player.
The perpetual Syndra, but I don't know. Oh, but look at that play from Mima, man. Knocks Song into position. Is he going to get another dueling kill? Looks like he will. There's the Ignite, finishing him off.
And oh, man.
Wow.
Mima actually slash dancing on Song's body right there for the manners.
I like it. Expression a little bit caught here. Getting low. There's the exhaust. Are they going to get him? Yes, they will. There's the kill. So trading a little bit. Or no, actually just 2 kills for CTU, man. And I mean, you can see why Mima is known as this scary Gragas player, just absolutely manhandling Song. I think I cursed him by saying good things. Sorry, Song. My bad.
It's all Doa's fault.
You can blame it on me. I'll take the blame for that one.
So finally that turret going to go down. The turret that could have gone down maybe 5-6 minutes ago will end its life in the top lane.
Yep.
But CTU doing a good job of keeping their own bot turret up. And No Name having a pretty solid laning phase, not in terms of CS, but just in terms of turret control and turret defense. And he's catching up in CS, if not in kills, to Expression Zach right now.
Right.
And there we go, lane swap.
You know,
as the dragon comes in, which of course is the price you pay sometimes if you lose that top lane turret first.
Yeah. Oh, Song getting caught again. Oh, nice flash to kick him in. Oh, Song flashing into the Dragon Pit, though. Scatter the Weak popping away. And Mima coming over the wall. Oops.
Uh-oh.
He may be in a bit of trouble. Oh, man, Rearus and Wolf coming in. There's Kane with the tidal wave. Rearus a bit held up by that one. Wolf trying to back off now. A crazy fight. Watch. Very low. Mima comes in on Prey again. They do get him with the death sentence as well. Kane. They get the kill onto Prey.
And Rearus using the barrier. He's trying to escape. Getting some good autos off, and here comes the return of Raccoon after he's chasing down Watch.
Getting his third kill on the Song in the game, and Kane can't get away as well. There's a headbutt. Raccoon coming in as well. They're going to give it to Rearus. No, they're not. Never mind. Why not give it to Raccoon? And there's a mid lane turret. Expression not able to defend that one.
And there we go, just using the Lantern to come back out. Korea OP, Riot, please nerf. Say the signs in the audience.
Cute.
Very cute. All right, well, Dragon's still up, and they're going to split off and go do that. Knowing they don't really have time to actually take down this turret, but they should have time to pick up the Dragon at the very least.
The CTU team, man. I mean, not phased a bit by that game one loss.
Well,
coming back pretty strong, and yeah, Najin making a few errors too.
I think they should have just let Song die right there, because by coming in, they found themselves in a pincer as Mima actually body slams over the wall. Because look at this, there's 5 members down already because that top turret went down, so we had the rotation of Rearus and Wolf down there. And then just the target here too. I love the splitting, because Raccoon goes after Watch. Meanwhile, the turnaround to slow down Prey with the body slam, and then the focus from Rearus immediately. Rearus managing to survive and kite out with barrier as well. And then once Raccoon gets the kill on Watch, turns, does a 180, comes back, and at that point it's 5-on-3.
Not bad. Now, during that replay, we did see Prey take out that bot lane turret. So we did see an evening up in the turret score, but a little bit of a gold lead already for CTU because of those fights.
7 more kills for CTU right now.
Oh, yeah.
And Mima just doing a number on Song in the mid lane. And the problem now, if you're Najin Sword, is that you've got these kills onto Gragas and Vayne.
That is the scary part, yeah.
It is very scary. And Mima looking to be kind of more of a bruiser Gragas this game. It's not often that we see a Rod of Ages on Gragas these days, but he's going to get in the mix a little more and try and be that disruptive force, slow down people with body slam, and then just disrupt enough with explosive cast, spread people out for Rearus to take down. And if Rearus can repeat his performance from last game where he was very good.
Well, the plan seems to be working well already. And Mima getting jumped on by Expression. The Draven Axes come in. They're going to try to disengage. Expression using that Let's Bounce. They want to have a team fight. Watch with the box. The middle, Song on the outside, trying to find places to do damage. We do have 1 kill. Mima a little bit low. Expression chasing him down. Can't quite finish the job. Rearus, meanwhile, takes out Kane. And they're not done yet. Rearus a little bit in trouble. He's going to take out Prey with the double kill. Mima coming in, going after Expression as well. And CTU just winning these fights hands down. Rearus finishing off Zach for the near ace.
So Najin Sword,
crazy. That
was really a play by Wolf, because they used a ton of ults to try and kill Mima. They used Draven ult, they used the Evelyn ult as well. So coming in with the Lantern save from Wolf to pull Mima out of there so that Mima could actually get a rotation. Look at this right here. Look how many ults go down. Let's bounce as well, hitting no one. So there's 3 ults gone. Wolf pulls Mima out, then counter engages, barrel into the box to hit everybody into it. Now remember, Rearus isn't even here yet, right? There he is. He finally comes in from the bottom lane to clean this up. And basically here, Expression overcommits to chasing Mima as well. So by the time it comes around, just really solid play there from Rearus to get the Condemn into the wall as well. And Mima throwing 1 last barrel right here to help clean it up, but giving Rearus
is 6-1-0 right now, and that is a scary Vayne. Yeah, this is... The explosive cask into the box is like one of the funniest combos I've seen too. That's just mean, man.
Oh, he's actually trying to 1v1 Prey.
He totally can too.
Yeah, he does have barrier up, so. Yeah. And of course, a massive item advantage.
Yeah.
And Blade of the Ruin King, so.
Yeah, can pretty much 1v1 him easy.
Yeah, the split pushing can really start here if CTU wants to. They have a very good team for doing a tri-lane split push with Vayne in one lane, Shen in the other, and then the rest of the
Watch coming in. They're going to try to go onto Raccoon here. Raccoon kicking people back. Nice ultimate. Oh, great explosive cast. Disengage from Kane. Was the tidal wave enough? Let's bounce from Expression. Not doing a whole lot. Not hitting really anybody with it. Taunt comes in on Expression. They do pull him back with the death sentence as well. And here comes Raccoon at the very end. The Ignite down on him, but I think the Lantern's going to be enough. It is, and all of that finally does take out Expression, but just, again, not a great fight for Sword.
And again, CTU making it out in the nick of time right there.
Yeah.
Wolf just coming up with the plays, and they're going to be able to get this bot turret as well. So the gold lead will increase for CTU to 6K here at 17 minutes, which is very significant, especially considering that Riris has 7 kills, and that's not something you're going to be able to stop, really, with all of the peel that you have for Vayne, with all of the disruption coming out of Gragas and Thresh.
Right. I mean, we saw Watch on the screen for a second. He had like a big grin on his face. He was actually like laughing. So I think the delirium has kind of set into Najin Sword as well.
Yeah. Well, CTU did a very good job of distracting Watch of the...
what? And Zach's like, hey, what's up? Oh, you're dead.
Well, Mima showing
It's awkward.
why people fear his Gragas.
Man, he put Cinder in that barrel and like kicked her off a cliff, man.
So we call the Niagara Falls.
That's right. She got put in the barrel. It's like the dumpster, only it's filled with
Gragas.
Yeah.
I'd rather be in the barrel than in the dumpster.
Look at the damage from that body slam coming in and the
Scatter the Beak pushing him back, but it's just not
the
enough.
ultimate. Yep.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Oh, good, says Mima right now.
Good indeed.
He's managed, I think all 4 of his kills have been him soloing Song.
Yeah, I mean, well, one of his killing blows has been him killing Song during a team fight. But the other 3 have been like solo 1v1s against Song, yeah.
That's pretty embarrassing if you're Song, actually.
A little bit, yeah.
Well,
yep.
CTU, I think, showing the flaws that they couldn't quite come up with last game due to some misplays when they had an inhibitor down in a Baron that they really should have taken that game, but can't expect everything from one of these new teams.
Nah.
Quite yet. They didn't have the crispness of play, and ultimately Najin Sword able to grind it out due to their experience in the first game. But this game, CTU now really revealing the flaws in Najin Black Sword's composition, and their team selection here, their champion selection rather. And the weird thing is too is that CTU isn't really playing this perfectly. In fact, the last 2 team fights, Riris like hasn't even really been there, but they're so far ahead.
Yeah. It's working out okay. I mean, we've got that fast Sunfire cape down onto No Named as well, so even just getting in there on Shen is going to add to all that damage.
I really feel this is a repeat to a lesser degree of the opener that we saw from Sword in the last season of Champions, where
Interesting.
They just got destroyed by MVP Blue in the first 2 games. They went down 0-2, and they just looked sloppy doing it too. They didn't look like that amazing Sword in the Champions Winter playoffs.
Sword has like a tradition now of coming in and looking weak in the first few matches of group stages, and they've always finished strong. So it's, I mean, if you're a Sword fan, don't be too worried, obviously, but it's a bit funny to see that. All right, the team kind of split up among the mid.
Yeah, this is the triple split push that's coming. I mean, this is
exactly
how CTU should be playing this situation, considering they have such a huge item lead that they can outduel anybody. We've seen Mima can just 100-0 somebody.
A little bit of damage onto Raccoon there. And I like how Wolf was kind of hanging out, near Mima. They know that the damage. Look at that ultimate. Oh, good Aqua Prism to... Oh, they do it with the tidal wave, actually. Stand United comes in. That was a close call for Mima. Good disengage from Kane, actually. Close call for Prey, though. It shows you just how dangerous Mima is, just knowing the exact range of his ultimate. Man, he has like Gragas down to his science.
Yeah.
Science of Gragas.
The Science of Gragas. A new textbook for Chunam Techno University.
That's right.
By Professor Mima.
Barrel tosses in you. It also, it's a combination Gragas and Donkey Kong class.
They like those cross-disciplinary
That's right.
courses at Chunam Techno.
I mean,